Well, hello there, and welcome to all of you Pauper abnormalities. Today, we're going to be playing the deck that's been driving everyone mad lately. We're going to be playing Rakdos Madness. But before we get started, don't forget to take that weird, abnormal, misshapen Pauper playing hand of yours, drag it to your mouse, and subscribe and like the video, and even feel free to slide into my DMs because we're going to get started here. This is one of the top meta decks currently in Pauper. Very exciting. I know what you're thinking. Jerebee's a sellout. Boo. Where's the graveyard shenanigans? Boo. Put your pitchforks down, folks. Just wanted to kill today. I woke up feeling a bloodlust that could not be satiated. Just want to go for the jugular. And what better way to go for the jugular than playing Madness with all these vampires. We've got demonic imps that are stealing food from your kitchen, and we've got fairies that are stealing snacks from your kitchen. Anyway, we're going to give the deck a try. More importantly, I haven't seen that much content for Rakdos Madness lately. So this is a good chance if you don't know how the deck works, or if you're looking to play it, or you're looking to play against it, this video is for you. So let me quickly talk about the deck here. It's sort of re-risen to prominence after the Deadly Dispute ban. It used to be big, sort of before the Brood Scale decks, back when I used to play it. So it hasn't gotten any new major pieces since Grab the Prize in Duskmourn. But, you know, the meta has shifted after the bannings, and this deck is doing really well. The older version of the deck, and still some of them out there, they have this artifact package. You got a lot of blood tokens. You have the artifact lands, and then you can run Galvanic Blast to do 4 damage with 1 mana if you meet that threshold for metal craft. But I've been seeing this other version floating around. It's got a little bit of a faster mana base, less tap lands without the artifact lands. It lets you run Bojuka Bog for some of those nasty graveyard decks that are running around. Ugh, who's even playing those? And also got some Chain Lightnings in here for some easy damage instead of the Galvanic Blasts. So if you're not familiar with the deck, the basic idea is this Madness mechanic. When you discard a card with Madness, you can cast it for its Madness cost rather than full price. And so that's very efficient. So we've got a lot of looting spells that let us discard and draw cards. Vampire's Kiss and Voldaren Epicure producing blood tokens that let us discard cards, draw cards. And we're just hoping to burn the opponent down and beat them down with imps. And because we're drawing so many cards, we've also got my favorite little diva, Sneaky Snacker, as a recursive threat. So yeah, it's a pretty stock list. I am trying out, there's a couple flex slots here with the highway robberies. Some people run 2 highway robberies. I'm going to run a 1 of Stormshriek Feral. Maybe we'll get to cast it, but either way, it's a nice looting spell for us. And then sideboard, I sort of just copied it from a few 5.0 lists recently, but we've got some land hate for anything that's relying on 1 land with that's all beefed up with Utopia Sprawl or Arbor Elves. We've got Extracted Confession in case we run into Bogles or something similar. We got some board wipes. We've got some Artifact Hate, some Pyroblast to fight against blue, Duress for other such combo decks, and a little bit more Grave Hate in case we need it. So we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna hopefully move nice and fast today, nice and aggressive, and I'll see you in round 1. Friday Night Magic. Friday Night Magic with all of you, my best buddies, and my cat is with me too, so I'm never alone. Okay, starting off with an okay hand here. We want to find more discard effects if we've got these. It's actually one of the worst positions to be in with this deck is if you've got all your madness payoffs and nothing to discard, but I don't know that we can throw this away. We can find something with the blood token. I think we're going to try it. I'm a little rusty with the deck, so we'll see how it goes. Check out my land swag here, by the way. Got some of the Innistrad remastered lands because I thought they fit the vibe. Oh, I guess we can put this graveyard away. How sad. I miss my graveyard. But look, we've got so much room on the screen here. We're against the Jazz Police, so we'll not be doing any scatting or skiddly bopping or I won't break out my high school saxophone. Otherwise we might get in trouble. Looks like we're against possibly some mono blue deck. We are on the draw, so a little bit slower start. Obviously this deck benefits quite a bit from being on the play. We're gonna just get our tap land down and see where to go from here. I mean, there was an argument to Epicure probably there actually, and then turn 2 we could blood token. Might have been better. This looks like a it could be like a spell stutter or something. I'd rather them spell stutter the chain lightning than my Epicure, so I'm just gonna lead on that. See what happens. They're thinking about it. They probably know it's a fake. Probably know it's a fake out. We'll see. This could be anything. Yep, there's spell stutter. Sure. I just really want to make sure we get the blood token down is all. So we're gonna Epicure and against Faeries round 1. So this will probably be a little dicey. Hopefully we can move fast. Ooh, is this blue-black, since they're playing Modern Age? We'll see. Yeah, blue-black control. Okay. I'm assuming they have black land, or maybe they're having trouble finding black land, so they had to get rid of their snuff out. We'll see. Okay. They are representing potentially Spell Pierce. Couldn't think of the name. Spell Pierce would be a bummer. I think I'm going to attack first. See what they do. They only have 2 cards in hand. Did they? They did start on 6 cards, it looks like. Okay, no blocks. So what do we do here? We could blood token on their turn, something. I don't want to run this grab the prize into a spell, so let's try to cast some things on their turn and make them decide whether they want to use their mana to counter us. They will discard Sneaky Snacker. Cool. They attack. Sure. I think we're going to try to bolt and alms. Discard Alms of the Vein. If they want to counter it, they can, but we got to just start pumping out some damage here. We don't have any of our creatures. That's kind of a bummer. We really want to find some imps and snackers. Vampire's Kiss. We also want to find lands. So, yeah. A little worried about Grab the Prize getting countered. Maybe we just play it cool and try to Vampire's Kiss. Grab the Prize, of course, lets us draw into some lands. I mean, maybe I should just be going for it. They might not have a counter. They don't have much going on here. They seem to have drawn a lot of lands. They do have a blocker now. I gotta make sure I don't miss lethal. So we have 9 damage in hand. So we could just kill him here. Of course, nothing instant speed. This when I cast this, yeah, let's see. There's a snacker. We really want to find our land. We could Chain Lightning and then Alms. We have enough damage in hand. We just don't have we need another land, I think. So maybe we just run the Chain Lightning out and see what they do. And then we can blood token into something else if need be. It might take me a little bit to warm up to this deck. It's been a while. And we kind of want to do this on our turn, huh? So let's try to Fiery Temper. Blast him. Oh, I'm mad. You don't want to mess with me and my Fiery Temper. There's a counter spell. Okay. Expected they'd have something. Oh, there's a Kitchen Imp. Kitchen Imp, not a very good attacker through their Vector Glider, but we've got 5 more damage in hand. Maybe we want to... Yeah, if we could find our 4th land, we could wrap this up pretty nicely. Okay. I think we try to maybe Faithless. They probably want to counter this if they have a counter. But if they don't, we can Alms plus Kitchen Imp. Okay, oh, we can double Alms here. Maybe that's better, because Kitchen Imp is not really a great attacker. We find another land, too, which we might not be able to do anything with this turn. Let's just do double Alms and see what the opponent does. They cannot Spell Stutter it, because it has a mana cost of 3. Alms, Alms. Spell Pierce. Okay. So they did have a Spell Pierce somewhere in there. That's all good. All good. I mean, we got him on the ropes. We have a lot of live draws. Grab the Prize does 2 damage. They shouldn't have any easy ways to gain life. Are they just like missing on black? Is that what's going on? Very strange. Okay, double Grab the Prize. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll discard Sneaky Snacker. Yep. Okay. Not a very Not a very strong start for our opponent, unfortunately. I got the feeling they were getting a little unlucky. We could consider duress. I don't know. I don't know exactly when we want to bring in the duress, to be honest. But Pyroblast seems good for sure. Let's see. They have some removal. I don't think we... They probably have Thorn of the Black Rose. Yeah. This card doesn't seem very effective because it'll hit like their sneaky snackers and they'll come back. But they probably also have like Augur of Bolus, maybe. Spell Bombs. It's okay against sneaky snacker, but I think we want to just... You know, we've got a Bojuka Bog. We've got the Carnariums that can return the Bojuka Bog to our hand. So we'll see. What do people take out? You can take out like Vampire's Kiss, Highway Robbery. We could take out... Am I supposed to just take out like some of the looting spells? Not any of our madness payoffs. Faithless Looting is good. Go down to Chain Lightning. Maybe we don't need Duress. Right. Either way, Duress and Pyroblast, 1 mana, get rid of a thing or a spell. 1 land hand. And we're relying on this Faithless Looting to find us more land, but we're on the draw. So we could be in trouble if the opponent spell pierces our Faithless Looting. Let's try to mulligan. Uh-oh. Guess we're going to 5. I guess we should have kept it. I don't know. I don't know. Opponent is also down to 6 cards, potentially. Potentially lower. Scoot-up, booty-doo-da. Oh, sorry. I said no scatting. Opponent stays on 6. We got to go down to 5, unfortunately. Oh, no. What's going on? We got to go down to 4? This is a disaster. Not looking good. This is not looking good. What do we put back? Ay, ay, ay. I mean, the snacker might be our only... Well, this game's looking bad. I guess I should have kept that first hand. I did not know we were going to draw essentially 2 more no land hands after that. Do I get rid of the bolt? Oh my god, I gotta get rid of even more. That's not good. Mold of 4. That's pretty rare. We're on the draw though. We draw our mountain back. Need to find a black source eventually. We probably are looking to blood token the sneaky snacker and find some looting spells. They're gonna hydroblast our... Yeah, I mean they might as well hydroblast our stuff because they know we're really low on resources here. Maybe I could have waited. Pyroblast. Maybe using... They miss on a land too. What the heck is going on in this game? Blue Elemental Blast. I think I need this to resolve. So we're going to counter this. We'll get the Sneaky Snacker in the graveyard. And at least we found a black source, but we're kind of out of juice here. Let's hope opponent keeps missing on a land. They are not having good luck with their black lands to the point where I'm not even sure if they have black, but they must because they had Snuff Out. They find a Brainstorm. Surely they'll find something. Okay. They are brainstorming. This is not a good look. Opponent at 20 life. We've got one card in hand. We'll try to play it out, though, because opponent's having kind of a weird start as well. I guess if I kept that first hand, we would have cast the Faithless into a into Blue Elemental Blast. Ay, ay, ay. Do we grab the prize into and discard this while they're tapped out? I think so, right? We'll draw into other things. They're tapped out. I really need this grab the prize to resolve. We get our Sneaky Snacker. We get to... Now we're hitting all our land drops, so let's see. So opponent brainstormed, but they didn't find any lands, it seems. Now they can island cycle. Okay, so they found the Lorien revealed, so they can shuffle away the other cards. Contaminated Aquifer. Okay. They find a blue-black land. Confirmed. They have swamps. We can get a kitchen imp down here. Discard, perfect. Discard, discard. We have another snacker on deck. Okay, so we mulled to 4, but opponent stumbled quite hard to find their land. So now we're getting in. So this is a good position to be against any control, because they've got to use their resources to deal with our immediate threats, which means we're more likely to be able to cast some spells. Of course, we're out of discard outlets, so that's a bit of a bummer. What are they looking to do at the beginning of the game? They usually take a few turns to get set up, too. Like if they cast a modern era, modern age, that blocker that it transforms into is going to be a couple turns late. There it is. They got to keep the looting going, though. I think they got to hit their land drops. They do. They drop a Sneaky Snacker. They get to get their Snacker back. They will scry 2. So their Snacker will come in tapped. We'll get another 4 damage in at least. I don't really want to be using burn spells on the Snacker, but we'll think about it. It does take them like a couple turns to get back online, so using 3 damage on a Snacker could mean 4 damage from another creature getting through. Razor Trap Gorge. That's pretty cool, I guess. We get to get them down to lower than 13 life and have an untapped land. Not that we have that much to do with it. What do we want here? I think Faithless Looting is a good draw, because even if they counter the first cast, they we can flash it back. Faithless Looting would be very nice. Okay, they're putting it together. They have another Snacker in the graveyard. So do we. Yeah, we really want to be able to get this Snacker back, I think. Angler, okay. I think, let's see. I don't want to get this spell pierced. I think I want to bolt the Snacker. Make them do something here. Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay, so maybe Fiery Temper would have been better. I was afraid of Spell Pierce, but maybe they just Fiery Temper. Maybe they couldn't have spell stuttered Fiery Temper instead. That's a little less good. I think we'll wait. We'll wait and see. Okay, we find another bolt. 6. Yeah, that's 6 damage that could have gone at them. They might trade with our snacker, but that's okay. They can't kill our kitchen imp. Snacker we can get back, ideally. They're down to 2 cards, so card advantage deficit has been made up. They are about to have a 2-3, so that makes attacking a lot harder. Yep. So we'll see. We need some stuff. We need some stuff. And they're going to be getting in for 5 every turn, so that's going to be a little rough. Oh, unexpected fangs. Okay. That's very unexpected. So that has lifelink every turn now. Yeah, that's not good. And they're acting like they have counter magic as well. Okay. Tapped my lands weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brainstorm, looking for Spell Pierce. Getting back Snackers. Up to 16 life. Yep, and they have 4 cards. Sorry, they have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I mean, Multifor. They find Spell Pierce as well. Okay. We'll see what we draw, but this game might be over. Now we need to like double burn the Gurmag Angler. I guess I should have waited with the Fiery Temper to double burn Gurmag Angler in case we drew something like this, but it looks like they would have found the Spell Pierce anyway. This deck has a lot of grind potential. We'll try to wait one more turn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage, huh? Well, that's rough. Yeah, there's no way we can come back from this. Yep. Okay. Multifor not good, it turns out. Multifor not good. Does that change anything we're doing here? Duress? I don't know. And the festivities is decent against snackers and spell stutters. We could try one of those. Kitchen Imp, not as good against modern age. We'll try it. We'll try it like that. We're on the play finally. We have a decent hand unless they have Hydroblast or Spell Pierce, which is pretty likely. I really don't want to be in a position where we're losing lands. If this was turn 1, that would be better. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this is better. We need to find a black source, but I think we can. We can turn 1 Faithless Looting and the Festivities versus Chain Lightning. Maybe we put back the Imp. Getting an early Imp would be good, though. Let's put back Alms. See if we can Faithless into something. Opponent is down to 6 cards. Yep, they stay at 6. Okay. Faithless Looting. We'll drop those. Maybe I should be dropping End the Festivities. Just want to try out our sideboard, you know? Our sideboard choices. But yeah. Suddenly, we're out of gas. We need more discard spells. Both started on 6 this turn. Looks like they're going to cast maybe Preordain or something. Spellbomb. Okay, so they're fighting our snackers. Spellbomb doesn't seem that good against us. We probably want to use the Faithless Looting when we can to get value out of it. Do we fire off a Chain Lightning now? Probably not. Sure, they're untapped, but 3 damage. We might eventually need to send that Chain Lightning at a creature or something. I don't know. Of course, Faithless Looting for 3 doesn't let us Madness very easily, but we'll see what they do. Oh, that last game. I think it would have been a win if we weren't on 4 cards, considering how hard of a time they had finding their lands. But sometimes that is the way that the cookie crumbles. Fiery Temper sucks here. They probably... if I could find one more land for the Faithless Looting, it would be good. Once you cast it, they can't exile it in response because it's already on the stack. So we're just going to pass, try to draw something, and hold up maybe an awkward Fiery Temper if they do anything we don't like. Or maybe we'll just fire it off at the end of their turn to see if they want to counter it. Opponent. That's a nice nice island. Could have fooled me. It looks like a forest in the background there, huh? This would be a good island for a Simic deck, perhaps. Opponent is making sure they hit all their land drops. Bajuka Bog. Boo! I was not expecting that. Okay, so we should have just fired off the Faithless then. We're just going to cast a Fiery Temper. Yeah, didn't think they'd want to counter that. We might be on the same plan. Yeah, so like I said, if we don't draw any of our discard effects, it's very awkward. We've kind of had an awkward... Game 1 was great, but these last 2 games have been very stilted. There's a Modern Age, so they're going to have a 2/3 soon. It's going to be hard to get our creatures through. They have a Snacker. If they get a couple Snackers and a Spell Stutter going, and the Festivities looks a little better here, they get their Snacker back. They could have a Spell Pierce or like a Hydroblast or something. Four mana. Well, if they have Hydroblast or Spell Pierce, they can't counter a hard cast Kitchen Imp. So let's get a couple more damage in. Opponent's Nile Spellbomb not looking very good here, but that makes any... Yeah, we really don't want to draw Snackers. I think we just want to draw... I mean, we just always want looting spells, right? Grab the prize. They discard a Bajuka Bog. Next turn, they're going to have a 2/3. They got lots of lands. Not feeling too good. Not feeling too good. There's grab the prize. They certainly have a counter spell. We could try to like chain lightning, draw out a spell stutter, and then end the festivities. They might have 2 counter spells. We'll be protected against spell pierce this way. They could just let it resolve if they have like a brainstorm. They can get their snacker back. Yeah, and the festivity's not that good against a lone snacker. Let's see what they do. Get him for 2. They almost certainly have a counter. Do we grab the prize right now and get rid of end the festivities? I think we wait. If we could draw something, it would be good. Yep, they get their snacker back. And the festivities might still be good for something, I don't know. Opponent's at 10. We really need this to resolve, otherwise we're just losing on cards. I missed that first game. Ah, good times. We just can't, just had like an awkward enough start, and now that they're going, they're drawing cards, they got counter spells, they've got creatures, they got blockers. It's gonna be hard for us to get through. They don't have any big threats yet, so maybe we can bide our time a little longer. Yeah, that sucks. They can... Now their spell stutters can counter grab the prize with Sneaky Snacker. This is just not what we want to be happening. Like, end the festivities doesn't even do anything here. I don't know. We gotta just wait a little bit more. They're attacking. Let's hope for something. Okay. So now we at least have something to discard with grab the prize, but they almost certainly... Let's try to do this if they counter. Try and see if they counter that. Probably not. It's so obviously like a bait spell because it doesn't really do anything. We could attack and get rid of their vector glider. Otherwise, Kitchen Imp's not doing anything. We could have waited to find a burn spell. Maybe that's better. I don't know. We just can't be doing nothing for so many turns in a row. They've got 6 cards. We've got about to be 0. Playing the land out in case they have Spell Pierce. Now Spellbomb gets rid of this whole play. Yep, they have Counterspell. Now we got nothing. I mean, I don't know. What am I supposed to wait for? They get their snacker back. Got like 5 cards in hand once all is said and done. 6 cards after they draw to our 0. I think we're done. I think we're dead. Unless their hand is garbage. We know it's mostly non-lands though, because they haven't been playing lands. So they got a juicy hand. They could have Unexpected Fangs. They could have a handful of Pyroblasts. We're going to have to recharge a bit. I guess I could have just waited longer. They're not even going to worry about the Nile Spellbomb. Yeah, Lightning Bolt. I don't know what we do. We just wait and see. They've got a threat down. They're going to be hitting us 2 damage every turn. I will play the Bajuka Bog. That'll ruin their Gurmag Angler if they were planning on anything like that. Doesn't look like it though. They would have played it. But just in case they draw one. Maybe slows down their clock a tiny bit. Yeah, this is not good. And the festivity's not very good there. Okay. Maybe we try to just find an opportunity to burn him out. If they like tap out for something. They don't have to though. They can snacker. Yeah, they can just hard cast snackers now. Vampire's Kiss, not bad. At least get a counter out of their hand. Probably Spell Stutter. Yep. Okay. They're getting in for 4 or 5. Another snacker. Oh no. No. So close to burning them out. I mean, they definitely have counters, so what are we gonna do? Do we have to kill their creatures to survive? We'd have to kill 3 of them. We'd have to use all 3 of them. But if they have any counter, we're dead. So we'll just try to fling them at their face when they attack. I guess I should have done it before they untapped. Darn. If we had like 1 or 2 more pieces of action here. Yep, Dispel. It's about sending a message. It's about sending a message. All right, they got us. Well, it's kind of a little closer than I thought in the end, but yeah, maybe I should have just waited for much longer with the grab the prize and drawn into some of this stuff and try to like double spell. So maybe a little bit of a misplay on my part, but we were not given the most favorable start. Anyway, we'll pack it up and continue on to round 2. Let's go. Round 2 of 5. Keep drawing these like almost mono red hands, but we'll keep this. We got burn spells, we got a looting effect, we've got something to motivate us to find a black source. We are on the draw. Opponent, starting with a seething landscape. I can feel their seething rage from here. Vampire's Kiss. Awkward. Awkward, awkward. We would love a Faithless Looting or something there for turn 1. Opponent finds a swamp. Well, 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 if it isn't the stained glass. Well, 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 if it isn't blue-black control again. Cast down, okay. They can kill something. I don't want to play against blue-black control again, but we will do what we must. I don't know what we're discarding here. Maybe an alms for no value. Or fiery temper. Yeah. We're not going to cast it. We do find our black source. It's a little slow, but we're piecing it together. Okay, so this is a more Faeries-oriented variant, so we got to be conscious of Spell Stutter Sprite and conscious of our ability to bolt Faeries to blow out a Spell Stutter Sprite. Opponent's getting aggressive. They've got ninjas. Okay, so we've got to use our spells to take out their ninjas and stabilize, and we need to find creatures, I think. We need to find our flyers. Especially our kitchen imps will attack well against their stuff. We will, since they're tapped out, we will Jagged Barons, and then we're going to Faithless Looting Fiery Temper to kill their ninja. Discard and discard. We got a lot of action, and we're hitting our land drops, so good start. But opponent also has a strong start. They've already drawn one extra card. We'll see. We'll see what they got. We play another Augur. Yeah, they're gonna cast down any imps that we find. Looks like they're representing maybe a Spell Stutter Sprite. Guess we want to Epicure. And we will Vampire's Kiss with the option to bolt a fairy if they try to Spell Stutter Sprite it. Yup. So Spell Stutter Sprite enters. We're going to bolt it. So when the trigger checks, it sees only one fairy and they cannot counter. And I wanted to get rid of the sprite, not the Fairy Seer, because I don't want them returning this to hand and whatnot. Okay, so we get our blood tokens. We would like to find some Madness cards to be able to cast on their turn. The Island Cycle. They got a lot of stuff for us to work through, don't they? We'll probably be bringing in End the Festivities, Arms of Hadar, and the Pyroblasts. Opponent preordains. They're thinking about their scries, so maybe middle of the road cards on the top of their deck. We'll probably start leaving up mana for bolts on their fairy, on their ninjas. One top, one bottom. Well, their Epicure is just kind of sitting here. Not very good against the Augur. Ooh, Angler, okay. Lots of Anglers floating around these days. Are we gonna get Unexpected Fanged again? It's probably in the sideboard. Do I play this? I could double bolt the Angler. Otherwise, what's our plan to get rid of it, you know? That's 5 damage that could go to them, though. We've got some chump blockers, right? These Epicures are not doing much. I I think I want to keep this Jagged Barrens in hand to blood token at the end of turn. We'll probably chump block Gurmag Angler. These Epicures are not doing much else. We'll leave up Bolt in case they ninja something. Block. Do they have a ninja? They don't. Opponent going to end step. Let's dig a little deeper. Okay, so we can sneaky snacker this turn, which is just okay against all of their X1 flyers. But I think we still wanna dig into our deck, so yeah, let's try it. Lots of Chain Lightning, huh? We'll get rid of one of those. Get the snacker back. Do we want to plot this? They certainly have a counterspell. I'm not going to be casting it this turn. The alternative is holding up a bolt for a ninja. They didn't have a ninja last turn. Let's try to plot it. That'll give us some ability to bypass counters next turn. But we are tapped out, so maybe that's what they were waiting for with the ninja, if they have a ninja in hand. Brainstorm. Now they could have anything. Really don't want to play against this deck twice in a row. They are Lorien revealing. They don't want to tap out for the draw 3 cards, so they must be committed to holding up their counters. Angler's going to start hurting us soon. Opponent's going big with their attack. Got 9 damage in hand. All right, we'll probably cast a free highway robbery. We could have attacked first, but I want to see if maybe we draw into a kitchen imp. Like if they kill our sneaky snacker, I'm gonna discard. So they might counter this, but at least we'll get an alms going. Oh, are they F6'd? Interesting. This will buy us some life as well. No, they're going to counterspell that. Okay. So they did not care about the highway robbery. Interesting. Counterspell that. Is it worth, like, just burning that guy? I'm not sure what to do here. Could kill the angler, try to buy us some time, but we don't really win the long game. We do have a Faithless Looting that I've been possibly neglecting. We can just play another Epicure if they want to counter it. Let's attack. We can like Epicure, hold up Bolt / blood token. We're whittling them down. Epicure plus Snacker, it gets them down to 11, and we've got 9 damage in hand. But you gotta assume they've got some counter spells. There's 1 damage. Another Epicure. We've drawn all 4 of our Epicures, which have not been doing much other than chump blocking. Blood tokens are nice. Opponent is going to cast down on an Epicure. Okay. Then that's better if we draw a Kitchen Imp, potentially. Ooh, double cast down. Very spicy. Okay. Opponent's getting in for a big attack. They feel the tick of time, don't they? Try to throw this at them now. Down to 8. We technically have lethal. So do they. Do we go for it? Try to find something else. Another snacker. So if they have any counterspell, we lose if we attack, right? So I don't want to attack. Stormshriek Feral. Yeah, if they have any piece of disruption, we lose as well. Could just try to kill the angler, but if we chain lightning, and they counter the second one, then we're sad. 3 cards in hand. We've only seen 1 counter spell and 1 spell stutter. Not good. I don't like this. They've just used 2 cast downs. So maybe they don't have a removal for this, but we're going to have to chump block. Yeah, I don't like this. I think we got to leave back the blocker, though. This is too high of a chance that they screw us up. I guess I could have chain lightning, and then based on that decided whether to attack or not. Which would mean they have some kind of removal or spell stutter. Okay, we're going to block. I guess our situation is not different, huh? So perhaps we should have chain lightninged Bolt. Let's see. Let's see if this does it. Another chain lightning. Counterspell. Bolt. Oh, yeah. They should have made me like wait and decide whether to attack or not. Like, what if I got paranoid and held back? But we did it. They had no more counters in hand. Okay. Ooh, we're up a game. We are up a game. That's good news. Very good news. Some of these are awkward. You know, Extract a Confession is not bad against Gurmag Anglers, and even good against a ninja potentially. They definitely have sneaky snackers though. So Extract a Confession is not good against sneaky snacker. I guess Arms of Hadar maybe. What's not as good? Probably Highway Robbery. The nice thing about this dragon is that you don't have to discard in addition to the cost for Flesh Out. So you can, I mean, that can be a blessing and a curse, but if they counter it, you don't have to discard a card, so you're not getting blown out that way. Although sometimes we get value out of they counter the spell, but we still get to discard and madness something. So double-edged sword there. Chain Lightning is a little awkward in this matchup, I suppose. So is Epicure, but I don't want to ruin our dredges. Our dredges. There I go again, talking about dredge. Don't want to ruin our discard outlets. Is this that good? I think we'd rather just like zap their ninjas with bolts and such. Let's just try it with Pyroblast. Bojuka Bog, not bad. Razor Trap Gorge. Yeah, we can make this work. We'll try to delay the Bojuka Bog as much as possible to mess up their anglers. We did possibly slow down their angler last game as well. We could try to Faithless right now, just to get it off. But I'm just gonna play our tap land. Like maybe Faithless, Sneaky Snacker, discard something else we draw. Find another land. But I didn't want to be stuck with a tap land on turn 2. They might play like Modern Age or Augur of Bolas. They don't. Okay. Well, we'll try to grab the prize here. And if this doesn't work, then we'll just Faithless Looting back our Sneaky Snacker next turn. Yep, they don't have a play. This, you know, they might be holding Spell Stutter Sprite. They might just be holding up Brainstorm or something. But they could not grab the prize with Spell Stutter Sprite. Looks like no Brainstorm, no Island Cycling from them. Relic of Progenitus. I mean, I don't know. This Grave Hate against Madness, it seems like a little overkill. Like, we don't really care that much about our graveyard besides Sneaky Snacker, but sometimes we're not even on the Sneaky Snacker plan. This turn, we are probably trying to Vampire's Kiss. I don't want to shoot off a blind Faithless Looting into a Spell Stutter Sprite, because if we give them a blocker and then they can exile it, so maybe I just try to Vampire's Kiss here and then get a tap land down. We'll see what they do. Got a lot of action, so we can kind of run them out of resources. They let it happen. Then I think we'll just Jagged Barrens. I really feel like they're holding a Spell Stutter Sprite. Cast down. Sure. They can make us exile the Vampire's Kiss if they want. Or they can pop it if they really want to get rid of Sneaky Snacker. Now they gotta hold up a mana. All the while we are cooking over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could cast Angler next turn, which is one of the most difficult things for us to deal with, but they would have to play a land, or they'd have to like get some cards in their graveyard. They'd have to like pop this and then, so maybe I just Bojuka Bog here. I think we're fine just doing another Vampire's Kiss. And then we've got tons of blood tokens. I'm just gonna do this now. If we draw Rakdos Carnarium, we can bounce it back and do it again, but this at least keeps them off of Angler if that was their plan. I'm tempted to just fire off Faithless Looting here, but let's wait until we have mana up to do a Madness thing. We might blood token away a mountain at the end of the turn. Yep, they're going to crack it. They just want to draw cards, fill their graveyard. I guess Bojuka Bog, I guess if they're going to crack it, Bojuka Bog was maybe a little premature. Maybe a little premature on the bog. Opponent, okay, they got cards, they got lands, but we got them down to 11 already, and we got a lot of action in our hand. Grab the prize. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe now is when we try to start looting. Now we need madness cards. There's a spell stutter. Just as I predicted. If we had a bolt, that would be nice to back that up, but we don't. Could try to find one. I'm not that scared of spell stutter sprite. Because we can just Faithless again. We'll probably get the Epic here down. We can discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 lands. Do we want to discard Jagged Barrens? Epicure. We'll just wait on the others. 3 Faithless Lootings in the graveyard, so we want to start casting those, I suppose. Run them out of counter spells with our graveyard. Here's a ninja. Oh, Mukotai Ambusher. I don't know if I've seen this. Oh, this is that life linker. Boo. Okay. They're going to gain some life. So we want to kill that for sure. Grab the prize, discarding, grab the prize. Okay. So we can almost certainly kill that. Let's try. Spell stutter. They could have Hydroblast. So do I bolt the spell stutter to get rid of both of them and risk that? Or do I guess if they have Hydroblast, I lose it either way. If we can get rid of both of them, that would be cool. Oh. Yeah, nice. Okay. Could have gotten blown out there. But opponent does not have any Hydroblast, it looks like. And no Spell Pierce. Okay, Thorn of the Black Rose. Oh. Could it be a Stormshriek Feral Moment? They probably have Counterspell, right? Or we could just be responsible and Kitchen Imp. They have Counterspell. Guess we can Faithless Looting into Imp. We might even hit another Imp. See if they counter this. If not, we can Blood Token Kitchen Imp. Okay, we hit a Pyroblast. Nice. So we can take the Monarchy, most likely. Looks like they don't have counters. Maybe they have Cast Down, which Pyroblast cannot save us from. Yep, Cast Down. Okay, well, I'm glad we did not go with the Feral then. Next turn we can do that. It'd be nice maybe to draw a land to hold up Pyroblast. We'll see. Opponent only has 2 cards. They might still have a counterspell. We do draw the land. Okay. Let's try to play our dragon. Resolves. Attack. Come on. No. No. Come on. Opponent hates fun. Confirmed. Boo. All right. Very funny, opponent. Very funny. Can never seem to cast the dragon side in all my videos. Fairy Seer. Yeah, huh? Oh, we really wanted that to resolve. Then we could have had the monarchy for a couple turns. Or at least be trading it back and forth. Opponent did scry 1 top, 1 bottom. So what does that mean? Ugh, angler. All right, opponent is starting to turn the corner. And we're running out of juice here. We do need some flyers. We need that monarchy. Ah, the double cast down. That's so depressing. So close to being cool. Okay, we can get our snackers back. We will discard 1. See what we draw. Rakdos Carnarium, just a little too late. We will cast Faithless Looting. Opponent. Blue Elemental Blast. Do we fight over this? This means a lot of creatures. And if we draw a madness thing, we can also cast it. They've got double counters. They've got everything. Well, we still get our snackers back. And we find a kitchen imp. Oh, if that had resolved, we would have had an imp. Darn it. Okay. Well, we should be able to take the monarchy back, and we've run them dry. They get 1 card from their top 3. We've got an imp on deck. Opponent is attacking with their flyer. We'll take it. They have unexpected fangs or something. They have a ninja. Okay, so they get to replay their flyer. Oh, so frustrating. Sometimes Pauper is just a miserable grind, huh? We want to find burn spells. We definitely get the monarchy back, especially with this imp. Oh, they've drawn so many cards. They've drawn like 4 or 5 cards off of that. Jesus. Okay, we want a blood token. Because one of our snackers is going to die and we want to get it back at end of turn. So if we Faithless Looting now, we're going to draw our 3rd card and miss out on that opportunity. We will get Imp. We'll draw a card. Mountain. We're going to attack with my little kitchen thieves. Opponent will possibly block. Okay, they play a spell stutter to block both of my snackers. Sure. They're preserving their life total, but we just get them back. Do we Faithless searching for something? If we find more Madness cards, okay, Pyroblast, not terrible. Guess we can keep that. We get our Snackers back. Do we just Pyroblast now? Before they have a chance to draw another counter? And then we cannot keep the Monarchy. So I could have waited. I could have waited and waited for them to attack and see if that got them, if they like held this back, and then we could like blow them out of the Monarchy. But I was afraid they're gonna find another counterspell. Like they put something on top. They find Augur of Bolas, it looks like. They're digging, digging. They find, oh my god, they find Unexpected Fangs. You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy. That's crazy. Opponent getting in. Uh-huh. Okay, we gotta play faster as well. Ay. So bad. Unexpected Fangs. We never have it. We gotta play faster. So now our attacks each turn basically cancel out with their stuff. I'm gonna do this pre-combat in case we find Kitchen Imps. We do. Find Kitchen Imp. Get in. Get in for 8. And we have them down to 1 life. I'm gonna freak out. I gotta yield to this. I'm gonna freak out. Vampire's Kiss. So frustrating. 6, 7, 8. Opponent finds something disgusting. Okay, Lorien revealed. Can they stop our flyers? They need to kill at least 1, and then the life gain cancels out. 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll take it. Oh my god, they found another life linker. This guy is crazy. Now I'm at 1 life. What the actual? Okay, we're getting in for 8, and we have 2 damage though. Thank God. Jeez. Really down to the wire though. They had it all that game, but we had just a little bit more. All right. So we lost to blue-black, and then we won against blue-black. And now we will continue and hopefully play against a more diverse array of decks. Moving on to round 3 here. Got a new fidget toy. Very exciting. To help me with these nail-biting games. And this seems like a very nice hand. Very nice hand. We want to find our 3rd land so we can grab the prize plus Madness. But you know what? It's a solid start. We, of course, rolled a 1 on the dice roll, so we'll be on the draw. Oh, our opponent is a sweetie. I'll even give him a little smiley face. Oh, mono red. Okay. So these life drain effects will be very nice for us. Fortunately, we got to start with a tap land. We'll look to Vampire's Kiss. They start with the Tomb Raider, but no artifact, so a little slower start for opponent. That's a relief. Looks like they must have just drawn the Great Furnace since they didn't play that on turn 1. But now they're cooking. But we will not be cooked because we've got, you know, aggro versus aggro, but we've got some life drain. So I think we have a little advantage here, maybe. Let us try not to squander it. Now that's tempting. Maybe we want to get our clock down and then Vampire's Kiss, and we want to find our third land drop. They're not going to do 18 damage right now. Let's just get our snacker out. We find our land for next turn. Excellent, excellent. And then next turn we can look to Vampire's Kiss and Epicure or something like that. Copycat. They're playing Epicure 2. Rude as hell. This is a cool picture. Whirlwing Stormblood. Another sneaky snacker. Okay. So we've got another one on deck here. Opponent. Seems like an awkward start for them. Are they holding up like double bolt or something? Let's attack first. I think I do want the Vampire's Kiss down because blood tokens will be quite nice for us. We could Epicure and then blood and alms as well. We'll get the Epicure down. We could hold up a bolt, but I think we want more blood tokens and we might consider blocking. I feel like we have more grind potential than the opponent with our life gain and our... Okay, they're going all out here. Could they have Fire Blast? That's 4 damage. We probably will trade here if they attack with their Epicure. Opponent's going for it. So we're definitely going to be using our Alms of the Vein next turn. Our opponent could have it. They have like Bolt, Fire Blast, Galvanic Blast. Yep. Wow. It kind of started a little slow, but then, yeah, so maybe I was supposed to just get that alms down. I guess I underestimated their damage. Well, we've got some wrath-like effects. There's not much else we need to bring in. Goblin Shaman is okay against their lands, but it's really only like four lands that I'm hitting. And it's not really good against Synthesizer. Okay, Chain Lightning, not as good because they can copy it. That was a bummer. I feel like we were getting off to a good start there, but they just had it. I guess I was supposed to block I could have also just blocked the other dude, saved myself 1 damage. Might have been enough to get us through to the Alms of the Vein. Yeah, we have the disadvantage of having to start with some tap lands. We are on the play this time. That seemed highly relevant last game. This hand lets us Vampire's Kiss. Maybe I'm supposed to hit their creatures. Their 2/2s. Maybe I'm supposed to be killing them and then just out-grinding them with my flyers and my life drain. Opponent goes down to 6 cards. I like that. I like that. They're thinking about what to put back. We're going to take a ride on the Razor Trap roller coaster. And then we're going to look to Vampire's Kiss, potentially. No creature from the opponent. Grab the prize. Yeah, let's just get a Vampire's Kiss going. We want to hit a 3rd land to be able to Madness one of these. We might just Faithless Looting plus Fiery Temper to find a land next turn. Seems like the most efficient way to see 2. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to kill that guy. Any of the repeat damage we do not want to deal with. Okay, now we can grab the prize, Fiery Temper, which seems very good. Let's get rid of all their repeat damage sources. Hit him down to 16. Okay, very nice. Next turn we can Feral, get back Sneaky Snacker, and if we draw a land, opponent, Wren's Resolve, searching for a land, perhaps, which they don't find. They've got cooler Chain Lightning art than us, so that makes me sad. They're gonna Chain Lightning, yep. Chain Lightning while we're tapped out. Okay. So we can blood token to get Kitchen Imp Sneaky Snacker, or we can Stormshriek Feral, Sneaky Snacker. I think this is better. I think double blood token is better because that lets us guarantee that we can do both of these, get both of these guys out with 0 lands. We could also. Okay, now we hit the land. So I think we play that, and then I think we Faithless Looting instead. And if we draw Alms, it's very nice. We don't. We get Sneaky Snacker. So we got all our little mischievous kitchen friends out here. And we've even got the ability to hold up a bolt in case opponent plays another pinger. Opponent is digging with their synth. They find a mountain. They play the mountain. So what do they have? This seems like a land-heavy draw for them. Yeah, they're just digging for stuff. Digging for pingers, engines. They might have like fire blasts and like other bolts that they're just waiting. Percussionist. Bleh. I think we can race a percussionist. Any of their pingers I would kill, but I don't want to bolt a percussionist. Because we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage on deck here. 8, 9, 10, 11 potentially. Opponent Chain Lightnings us. Okay, it's getting a little scary. I will try to bolt them here. Just, we might have a shot at winning if we draw the right card. That was probably not the right card. Is it worth playing Stormshriek Feral out? How would they kill us next turn? They could have like Galvanic Fire Blast for 12 damage, 13 damage. They need to have Galvanic Fire Blast or Galvanic, and then draw something else good. So we could Stormshriek Feral, or we could grab the prize, discard Stormshriek Feral, and then have the option to grab the prize plus madness, and then that would win us the game. Yeah, Stormshreak Pharaoh is a little too inefficient here, I think. With our opponent could have lethal. I think that might be lethal for us, though. Yep. That's Exactsies. Exactamundo. Okay. Burn, consider thyself outburned. Oh, fire blast on my creature. Okay, I was getting a little ahead of myself. Okay, you got me. But can they finish us off? Probably not. We've got a lot more stuff to hurt them in hand. Can they finish this off with losing that fire blast and 2 mountains? Almost certainly not. They've got 2 cards in hand. We've got to end the festivities. Okay, so we are going to get another imp down. Will they concede? Aha, okay. Very nice. Very nice. And the festivities won't be very good if they find a bunch of Goblin Tomb Raiders, but it's good against their Voldarins. I don't think it's that good. They have the pingers. I don't think it's that good. Maybe Chain Lightning and just use it a little carefully is still better. Yeah, we don't really have any use for this. I could Duress as like a gain 3 instead of Chain Lightning. Duress is interesting. Duress could like get rid of a Fire Blast or something, although they could just cast Fire Blast in response. Let's just keep it together, okay? Maybe we do want the Gorilla Shaman. Okay, we didn't get it in there. That's okay. Gorilla Shaman's good under a small subset of draws. This hand, it's a little slow. We've got turn 2 Epicure or turn 2 Vampire's Kiss. It's a little slow, but I don't think we can throw it away. We got action. I don't want to like draw into a no land hand and be kicking myself. But I don't like that this is a Bajuka Bog. That's for sure. Opponent has the Percussionist. We find another Jagged Barons. So we want to block. We want to be able to kill this Percussionist, I think. Yeah. Maybe we get the Epicure down. So I'm just thinking, 2 life gain is great and all. But isn't this like gaining more than 2 life blocking here? We don't know what they'll exile, but we got to slow them down because we have a little bit of a slow start here. Tomb Raider. I think we got to probably bolt the Tomb Raider. Opponent finds a Relic of Progenitus. I don't think that's a huge help to them. Okay, we find Arms of Hadar. Interesting. We're a little far away from using it. We could like... this isn't good if they play like pingers. But maybe we want to save our bolt for them. Maybe we could Vampire's Kiss. Hold up bolt. Or we could grab the prize, Kitchen Imp. They're stuck on 1 land. So think we can be a little aggressive here. Right? They're not going to be fire blasting. They don't have metalcraft. We can let them commit a little bit more and then consider whether we need to bolt something or Arms of Hadar. We've got Vampire's Kiss next turn. Relic of Progenitus. Not doing them too much good here. Sure. They might need to pop it just to draw a card. Okay. So let's try to get another Kitchen Imps down and then, or we just Vampire's Kiss to be safe. If we get another Kitchen Imps, we're doing 6 damage this turn, down to 7. And then we almost have lethal. And then if we draw another red source, we can have Bolt held up in case something goes wrong. A little risky, perhaps. Draw black source. Hit them down to 7. I guess we can Carnarium, Jagged Barrens. And then next turn we have lethal with our 2 bolts. So can they kill us? With 1 land and 2/2? I don't think so. They could draw a land and like double Galvanic Blast plus Goblin Tomb Raider plus Fire Blast. That's Xaxes, but they already can't do that. Yep, they're searching for a land. They're done. They're cooked. Okay. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's just show it to him. Get him for 4. GG's. Nice and smooth. Lubricated gameplay. Okay, on to round 4. Okay, round 4 on the play. Very nice. Risky hand. It's nice. It looks nice. We could turn 1 this, then we have a draw, and then we can Faithless Looting to try and find a land. We've got 19 lands. Let's try it, because if we can find that second land, we can Sneaky Snacker, we can do all kinds of crazy stuff. By the way, if you've made it this far in the video, here's an arena code I have not redeemed. So, first one to redeem it, it's yours. It's all yours. Let me know in the comments if you got that. It looks like a mirror match. So, hopefully we find our land. I can't watch. Oh, we do. Okay. We can get rid of Snacker and Epicure will probably play this turn. Do we get rid of Vampire's Kiss? Vampire's Kiss seems good. Alms seems good. Maybe we get rid of Vampire's Kiss because Alms gain us more life, and then we're getting a blood token off the Epicure. Okay, so we passed the first test. Hit our land drops in the mirror match somewhat. We'd like to draw a third land, actually. Drawing a mountain would make this hand pop off. Either way, we're getting back a Sneaky Snacker. We have the advantage on the play here. Opponent has the Theros Smoky Lands. Okay, they Vampire's Kiss. Very nice. Maybe we wanted the Vampire's Kiss. I almost want to like Blood Token to get the Imp down. Just get a fast start on our opponent, and then we have a chance of drawing into a land. I think creatures are important in the mirror matchup, having more creatures, because then we can like grind them down, or they might be forced to use their damage on our creatures. We don't find a land. Yikes. Yikes. So next turn we might just have to grab the prize, discard Epicure. This is our only discard outlet though, if we did get rid of Epicure. Yep, they gotta start using their burn spells on our creatures. We lose Snacker. That's sad. I guess I could have anticipated that. I should have thought about the potentiality of Bojuka Bog. Grab the prize. Now we probably get rid of this. Okay, Rakdos Carnarium, huh? Not the land we necessarily wanted, but we'll take it. Returning the mountain. Getting in for one. We got some juice. We got some juice going. We'll have 4 lands next turn. We could Faithless plus double Madness spell, or we could grab the prize plus something else. There's their Alms. They got a Sneaky Snacker in their graveyard, but they cannot get it back this turn because they've already drawn their 3rd card. My gosh, these life totals are just going back and forth, huh? It's okay, we got double Alms, Kitchen Imp. Are they going to return their Bojuka Bog? Okay, so if we draw Snackers, it's not a good strat right now. They've got our Snackers locked down, apparently. Okay, we got 4 lands, so we could Faithless, double Madness, and then Chain Lightning while they're tapped out. I'm thinking that sounds pretty good. So let's just do this. Faithless. Nice. Discard, discard. We will cast Alms of the Vein. We will cast Kitchen Imp. Opponent is having trouble getting their creatures together. We might Epicure this turn. Just having more attackers seems good. We can find another opportunity for Chain Lightning. They're probably going to tap out. Most of the time you're tapping out on your main phase with this deck. Let alone having 2 mountains up for Chain Lightning. We got other stuff to do. Next turn, both of these seem like good options. We probably grab the prize first and see what we draw. Yeah, opponent's having to hurl all their burn spells at our imps. They find their own Epicure, which they might need to use to block. Let's see if they have an Alms or something. Vampire's Kiss. Back and forth and back and forth. Yep, they exile our graveyard. Very cool. It's such a relief after playing all those dredge decks to be blissful and unbothered about Bojuka Bog. Find a land. We will... Yeah, we're going to grab the prize first. Discard Alms. See what we draw. If we find an Imp, we're very interested in that. Opponent has a ton of blood tokens, but looks like not a lot of Madness action. So if we can be up a game on the draw here, that's very nice. We grab their prize. We do find a Kitchen Imp. So we're very interested in that. That's why I did that pre-combat. Usually with this deck, if you have a chance of finding a kitchen imp, do your stuff pre-combat. If you're trying to get back your sneaky snackers, you need to consider post-combat shenanigans. But really happy we found a kitchen imp here. We're at a nice healthy life total. We've got a ton of damage in hand. Opponent's on the defensive. Got 7 damage in hand, and opponent is at 8. Now they're at 5. What do you got? I don't know if there's much they can do to come back from this. Direct damaging us doesn't hurt us too bad. They got to kill our creatures. If they kill both of our creatures, it's good for them. They could find more life drain. I guess that's the best thing. They could find more Alms of the Vein. They've had a couple Vampire's Kisses, but only 1 Alms of the Vein so far. They don't seem to have Madness in their hand, though, if they're discarding mountains. I fear I've outswagged them on lands as well. Ooh, flashback Faithless Looting. They're digging deep. They get their snacker, but I think they're dead. Sorry, opponent. We will Vampire's Kiss. Let's just do this pre-combat. Make it easy. Zap. Okay. So in the mirror match, I don't know about Nile Spellbomb. Maybe. It could be good, like maybe just a couple. If it's like in our opening, it's pretty good. Other than that, I think Arms of Hadar and End the Festivities are pretty good. Chain Lightning, we can go down on. Vampire's Kiss seems good. Could go down on the Highway Robbery. Let's try it like that. So this will come down to the sideboards, but we have the advantage of being up a game. We are on the draw. Of course, if we lose this game, we'll be on the play again. So we've got 2 shots at this. I know mirror matches are always a little wonky, but we'll see whose sideboard plan comes together more. We got to be mindful of their Bajuka Bog. They're probably bringing in similar things. Sometimes they run breath weapons. I've seen a couple Arms of Hadar and the Festivities. But it seems like they're digging deep for their sideboard planning. Galaxy Brain. Makes me think I didn't prepare enough. Oh, some water splashed my face. I mean, am I supposed to go down the Chain Lightning? This is the part of the deck I'm not so sure about. We want to get all our creatures out if possible. This hand does not look like a winning hand to me. We've got End the Festivities, which is pretty reactive in this case. It's slow. We don't have anything to discard cards. I think I'm going to mulligan it, especially in the mirror matchup. This hand we'll keep. It's a little awkward with the Carnarium, but we can at least turn 1 Faithless and find something. What do we put back is the question. Like, I want everything. Do I put back Bolt and keep the Life Drain? I really don't know. That could be totally wrong. They start with a tap land. We draw Mountain. Nice. Grab the prize. So do we just ditch the Carnarium? We have too many black cards. We can't ditch the Carnarium. I'm tempted to be able to grab the prize next turn. but we should probably get our black mana down. Let's do this. So next turn we might have a dud of a turn. Opponent's kicking things off with Epicure, so no 2-mana discard. Duress. Okay, so they're on the Duress plan. Interesting. Well, let's see how this works. We can consider bringing in Duress if this turns out to be a good strategy against us. Our opponent is realizing how awkward our hand is as well. They probably, yeah, they take Grab the Prize, which we probably were... Duress Bug. Fortunately, we cannot do anything this turn, though, so let's just play that. Return our mountain. Next turn looks very strong. We can grab the prize, Kitchen Imp, and get Sneaky Snacker back. Hopefully opponent has no flyers and we can just start getting in the air, and then we've got some life gain to back it up. But our fate is predetermined at this point. Let's see what happens. Opponent did start on 7 cards. The double Duress. Okay, they're gonna take Grab the Prize. Fair enough. We'll probably be playing Vampire's Kiss. Ooh, Faithless Looting it is. I think we do this. Sorry. Let's do that in case we draw like a Fiery Temper. Tap the dual land because we know we want black for the Kitchen Imp. Discard and discard. Just be on the Vampire's Kiss plan. I don't think that's how Vampires kiss. Okay. Maybe we should have kept the land. We'll see. Yeah, we need more black sources potentially. We're kind of stunted here. If we draw a swamp, that would be cool. Okay, we're gonna start making out. Just 2 vampires. Sometimes I like to think flavor-wise what's going on, and I think this matchup is just 2 vampires making out and then occasionally getting like really into it and like biting each other. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. Vampire's Kiss. I want to dig for more lands, but there's nothing we want to discard here, so we'll save the Bolt. We'll hold up Bolt. We have 2 Faithless Lootings in the graveyard, which we need to consider using before a certain boggy land comes down. Opponent finds a Kitchen Imp. We might bolt that. We might bolt that because that saves us like 4 life and then lets us get through our people. Let's see if he starts attacking. We are ahead in the race, and we know we've got 5 life drain in hand. Opponent returns Swamp, so they don't want to deal with the tap lands. They don't want to get the extra damage off Jagged Barrens. Rakdos Carnarium, very good in this deck. You can return lands and discard them. If you need more discard fodder, you can return your bogs, return your Jagged Barrens. Very nice in this deck. I think I bolt this because this means getting through more damage. Okay, we draw a land, so that's nice. Let's do this first. Well, no, let's do Faithless Looting before they Bajuka Bog us. Yeah, let's just do this. Faithless Looting. 1, 2, 3. Oops. We'll discard Alms and Mountain. We seem to be running a little stronger than our opponent on average in both these games, but let's not jinx it. We've got a lot of life gain here. We're kind of choked not having the second black source, but we're getting value from our graveyard. We've got another Faithless if we want to do the same thing next turn. We can just blood token Alms if we want. We can Vampire's Kiss. We've kind of got all the answers here. Maybe there's an argument for blood token Alms, and then if we draw like a Fiery Temper, that could be pretty good. Opponent kills our Imp. Sad. We've got 7 damage currently. Opponent is looking to Imp or Alms, it looks like. Yep, there's their Imp, which they may leave back as a blocker. Opponent is dropping the load. Sneaky Snackers come in. So we've got a few options. I think we threaten using the blood tokens to get our Snacker back. Opponent did not drain us of any life that turn. So I think we're going to Alms first here, see what we draw. And then based on that, we'll decide what we're doing. Blood token, use the red mana, so we have black for Alms. Madness. I'm going mad. Draw a card. Bojuka Bog. You might just save that to discard. Opponent blocks, most likely. And then we can get our Snacker back. I don't think we care about this Bojuka Bog right now. They have nothing in their graveyard of interest. We draw another Vampire's Kiss. Well, we would have liked the double black, potentially. But opponent's got a lot of stuff to deal with. We're at 20 life still. They're at 3. But they've got a lot of cards in hand, so gotta be careful. Faithless Looting still in our graveyard, so we can use that. Our mana has been a little awkward, although we keep discarding those extra lands. So maybe we're feeling some comeuppance here, but Faithless Looting or Blood Token if we need some immediate discards, Vampire's Kiss to soften them up. Start the blood flowing. So which character in this picture do you think is me and which do you think is my opponent? Okay, they got a lot of lands. They could hurt us. Fiery Temper Hardcast. Interesting. And they're getting in. Yeah, they know their days are numbered here, so getting a clock on us. Surely they have a blocker or something for our Epicure. Okay, Fiery Temper on Epicure. Okay. Arms of Hadar. I mean, that would kind of seal the deal for them, but they can just get their Snacker back. I'm going to discard that in case we find a 1-mana burn spell. Not exactly what we were talking about, but let's drain them for 2. And then next turn, almost certainly we can kill them with what's in our hand. What do you got? Kakaroto 86. They need some life drain, but even that, they would need multiple pieces of life drain, and they're down to 1 card. So I think we have them. I think we've out-mirrored madness. We've looked madness in the mirror. Vampire's Kiss? Highway robbery plot. Are they plotting it? Oh no, they're sacrificing a land. I can smell the desperation. Or is that the scent of blood in the water? Opponent stealing all our snacks, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. They attack. We Vampire's Kiss. See if they have a response. They don't, and we win. Looks like we had the last kiss. All right, we're 3-1. Very nice already. We've beaten the mirror match and some control decks, and yeah, a lot of blue and red floating around out there. So, and I'm part of the problem right now. I realize that. But we're going to keep it going for the final round. Final round. Midna is over there being antisocial. She should be supporting us. So I'm feeling a little lonely. This is her spot. But we'll see if we can make do. We're on the play. Good start. We're fighting against Hazaret, so it's very intimidating. This looks like a pretty keepable hand. No madness targets, but we've got a decent curve. We got some stuff. We got some stuff to find some stuff. And opponent, let's see if they keep 7. Oh, what a cool land. You gotta go with Innistrad for this deck. It's demons, vampires. Ooh, look at that blood moon. A blood moon rises. All enemies have respawned. Okay. Opponent keeps 7. And we're off to the races, folks. Boulder and Epicure. Drinking a little glass of... You think that's red wine or you think it's blood? He looks like a Merlot guy to me. But could be wrong. God, look at him. He's aura farming. Red? We haven't seen... Why, we haven't seen a red deck since... Okay. What do you want to do here? Fiery Temper, we definitely want to save that to Madness. Ugh. Do we just, like, blood token Fiery Temper? So awkward. Do I just forecast? Do I just plot? Maybe I'll just plot. Seems kind of interesting, right? Otherwise, what am I doing? I'm holding up Bolt. I can do a blood token Fiery Temper. Opponent. Galvanic blasting my... That's a bold move, huh? I think I'm just gonna plot this. I don't really like my other plays. Next turn we can assess the situation. If this is mono red, we probably want to be killing our opponent's creatures and then trying to find our Alms of the Vein and Vampiric Kisses. We're fighting against Daniel. Daniel the Fervent. Okay, looks like probably mono red. They can't find any Tomb Raiders or anything. Interesting start. Definitely not regretting our plotting. We might just save that. Because if we cast that and then Fiery Temper, we have like an extra land. So maybe we want to be mana efficient, Faithless Looting. Yeah. Yeah. And then we can cast this Fiery Temper. Boom, boom. And then we can play our Carnarium. Return one of these bad boys. And we're off to the races. We're plotting a robbery in the background, but we've got juice and more juice. We're getting a sneaky snacker back next turn. Opponent seems to be having kind of a slow start for red. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice land. Just like a nice tundra in Dominaria. It's giving tundra. Ooh, it's a Mardu deck. Mardu Wildfire. Okay. Plot twist. Plot twist. Okay. Okay. Now they're popping off with lands, so we gotta get going here, huh? I say. Smashing. Perhaps we Fiery Temper. Or we could Looting. We could grab the prize, Fiery Temper. We could Looting. We only have one black source, so if we loot, we could find like a Kitchen Imp, and we're still getting back our snacker. Let's try that. We do not find Kitchen Imp. Yeah, at this point, can discard the extra mountain. Okay, getting kind of weird draws, but we've got gas, so I'm not complaining. We're just getting a lot of looting and not a lot of madness. We want Kitchen Imps and we want Alms. Once they start casting, they're probably gonna have Refurbished Familiar, huh? So maybe there's a consideration to like hold up some madness in case they make us discard a Refurbished Familiar. With Refurbished Familiar, rather. Well, let's see what they do. The path to glory is forged in ambition. Opponent has philosophical lands. Okay, they're gonna bolt my snacker. That makes me sad. Bajuka Bog. Are you frickin' kidding me? Okay, Bajuka Bog. Sure. Fair enough. I got bajuked. I've been bajuked big time. But Bill Baboned boo. Sorry, it's just the longer I play this deck, the more I feel myself going mad. It's some sort of descent into madness. I think I always get a little loopy towards the end of these leagues. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare. Okay, too many grab the prizes. We're gonna grab the prize, discarding grab the prize. Opponent's cooking up something evil for us. That's for sure. Awkward to draw a sneaky snacker there. Man. We probably just fling a bolt at their face. End of turn or something. Opponent, Synth. They got all the lands in the world. They find another one. Find Rustfield Bridge. The path to strength is forged in stability. Where's their stuff? Something bad is going to happen to me. I can feel it. Well, let's see. We've got 6, 7, 8 damage in hand. Surely we can find another 3. Makeshift munitions. Okay. So, okay. Refurbished familiar. We'll discard our snacker. Snacker's not too useful right now because they can just zap it by discarding one of their lands. I think we're going for the direct burn here. There's certain things we could draw that would kill them straight out here. If we draw Fiery Temper, that would be awesome, or Alms of the Vein, that would be awesome. Mountain, not awesome. Not very awesome. However, we persevere. We find a Kitchen Imp and Jagged Barrens. Oh my gosh. I forgot about this highway robbery. Not that we had much to do with it. Kitchen Imp just gets blocked, right? Like, do we care about this? Or it gets makeshift munitioned. Hopefully they don't have some kind of crazy combo, huh? Do I gain anything by highway robberying right now? No. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a turn. I think next turn we can find something to kill them. Maybe that turn should have been highway robbery. We probably highway robbery sack a land, actually. Maybe that's what we were supposed to do just then. We'll see. Opponent finds a Galvanic Blast. They need some life gain, otherwise I think we have them on the ropes. They're gonna zap our Snacky. Samantha Snacker. Okay. They're synthing. They're playing some Synthesizer. Ancient Den. Opponent's really making a meal out of this collection of lands. Yep. There's Relic of Progenitus. Cool, cool, cool. Sneaky Snacker's useless anyway in this situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 5 more artifacts that they can sack, 6 more artifacts they can sack. So we're effectively at 13. It also means our Kitchen Imp is probably not getting through. So we need something else. There's Relic. Are they gonna pop the Relic? Galvanic Blast. Okay, they're starting to burn us out a little bit. They're leaving back the blocker. Interesting. I guess they can still kill a Kitchen Imp. They have to use all their mana. I think I'm fine bolting them here. We just gotta find one or two other things. Sneaky Snacker, not what we want to find. We're going to sacrifice this mountain. We find Fiery Temper. They'll probably, okay. They do not pop their relic. We can also bring back Jagged Barrens this turn for some more inevitability. We will... That's so awkward because yeah, we probably just do this. See what we draw. I want to be able to play out the Kitchen Imp, just to force them to sack some of the resources. But okay, we find the Vampire's Kiss, so all good. Oops. There we go. Okay. That was just a weird slow burn. Our opponent did not have a fast start. They were getting all their lands, but didn't have much else to back it up. Didn't see very much of their deck. So I'm not sure what I should be getting. Contaminated Ground doesn't seem very good. We could just duress as like a general thing. Arms of Hadar could be good if they get a bunch of their stuff out. Can't believe I forgot about the highway robbery. I don't know. Sideboarding with this deck with this new version of the deck is not my strong suit. I don't think is duress that good. Guess I can get rid of synths and like cleansing wildfires, but like, so what? We'll try it. We'll just try it like that. Just put a couple sprinkles of things in there, but I think our game plan is already pretty good. This hand, we need to find a discard outlet, but we've got like 8, 9 cards we could find. Surely we can find some. And in the meantime, we've got some burn spells. We'll try it. We are on the draw as well. Opponent kicking things off. We find more alms, which could be good if we find some. Yeah, we've got like 14 different things that'll help us loot. Even more if you count the Voldaren Epicures. So, and we could draw Faithless Looting, grab the prize, Storm Shriek. We could draw Voldaren Epicures. We draw none of those. Okay. Well, we're not as good at setting up our lands as opponent, but we'll just keep doing that. I'm going to leave mana up because if opponent goes with the Refurbished Familiar, then we can Madness something. That would be pretty spicy. Fiery Temper. Very awkward. I think we're going to keep looking. I'm kind of hoping they have Refurbished Familiar at this point. Wouldn't that be funny? We don't need discard. Our opponent's going to make us discard. Apparently not. Just we'll throw this at their face in the end step. But now the jig is up. They know we didn't have any discard stuff. Luckily, we just found something. They probably have a kill spell for this, but we will make them have it. Yeah, we'll do these two. We got double black here. Alms, black. Okay, the pressure is on now that we found our Faithless Looting, and we got nice lands out. They probably kill the Kitchen Imp. I don't know what they're waiting for. It seems like they're taking so long to get going. If they refurbished Familiar. No, don't say anything. I don't want to spoil it. Fiery Temper, Madness. Gotcha. Gotcha. Straight for the face. We've almost got him dead. Okay, yep, they exile our graveyard. We've got them dead in hand. We just don't have discard outlets. Epicure. It's another damage. So, do we win? We can, not quite. We can alms. Just do that now. If we draw a land, we can win. Maybe. Do you think they sideboard in any life gain? Yeah, well, they're an Epicure we will not keep. And then from here, we're just gonna, okay, they're gonna Galvanic Blast our face down to 22. From here, we're just gonna cast Lightning Bolt on end step, or we'll leave up Fiery Temper if they play another Refurbished Familiar. Tithing Blade doesn't scare us. They could flip it over for some life drain, but it's going to be too slow for them. Opponent getting in. Is this just like a bad matchup for them, or have they just run like very weirdly? Oh, something big. Yep. They're going to do the life drain. I don't think that saves them. I think they are donezo. Chain Lightning for the win. All right. Madness. Rakdos Madness in Pauper. We went 4-1. Very strong showing. First two matches, a little tricky against those control decks. They can make you hiccup on some of your looting spells, especially if they know what to target. But against the aggro decks, we seem to come out on top with the life gain. Against Madness, we seem to just run a little bit better than them. But also, it's also because I'm a gaming warlord that we were able to win that one. And yeah, that Wildfire match was weird. Felt like a bad matchup for them, potentially, but you can see the power of the deck. When it's on, it's on. You can end the game really fast. Makes me feel bloodthirsty and vicious. It's a nice power trip. And you get to play with some sneaky snackers and imps and some other like spicy, tricky stuff that you don't always get in aggro decks. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me on today's edition of Pauper Madness, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.